Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that $100 trillion money that should exist inside the American system is simply gone. Not stolen overnight, not lost in a war, not destroyed by a disaster, but quietly drained year after year, without protests, without headlines, and without most Americans ever realizing it. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This isn't foreign hackers. And this isn't about poor people not working hard enough. This is about how the richest country in human history slowly engineered a system where money exists on paper, but never reaches the people who earn it. Because today, Americans are working more hours than ever, producing more wealth than ever, and yet feeling poorer, more stressed, and more financially trapped than previous generations. So the question isn't, where did the money go? The real question is, who is quietly absorbing it, and why does the system depend on you not noticing? This is the $100 trillion lie, and once you see it, you'll never look at money the same way again. America is not broke. In fact, the United States has never been richer. The U.S. economy generates over $27 trillion every single year. Corporate profits are near all-time highs. Stock markets repeatedly hit record levels. Technology has made workers more productive than any time in history. Yet despite all this wealth, 6 out of 10 Americans live paycheck to paycheck. The average American can't afford a $1,000 emergency. Homeownership is becoming unreachable. Retirement feels like a fantasy, and debt has become a permanent lifestyle. Historically, when productivity rises, wages rise. When economies grow, living standards improve. But something broke after the 1970s. Since then, productivity kept rising, corporate profits exploded, and executive pay skyrocketed, but real wages barely moved. Meaning Americans are creating more value, but keeping less of it. Over the last 50 years, economists estimate that over $100 trillion has shifted away. Most Americans think taxes come from the IRS. That's wrong. The biggest tax on your life is inflation. Inflation quietly reduces the value of your paycheck, your savings, and your time. When prices rise faster than wages, you lose, even if your salary increases. Inflation isn't an accident. It's a feature of the system. When governments spend more than they collect, they borrow. When borrowing becomes unsustainable, money gets created. When money floods the system, prices rise. Who benefits? Asset owners, stockholders, and real estate investors. Who loses? Workers, savers, and retirees. Inflation transfers wealth upward, silently. You didn't vote for it. You didn't approve it. But you pay it every day. Turn on the news and you'll hear. The economy is strong. The stock market is up. But the stock market is not the economy. Over 90% of stocks are owned by the top 10%. Half of Americans own zero stocks. So when markets rise, most Americans gain nothing, yet still pay the cost through higher rents, higher healthcare, and higher education costs. Stock prices inflate because excess money flows into assets, not wages. So headlines celebrate wealth creation while households feel poorer. That's lie number 2. If markets are up, you must be doing fine. Debt isn't just money owed. Debt is control. Student debt delays adulthood. Medical debt punishes illness. Credit card debt traps survival spending. Mortgage debt locks people into jobs they hate. Debt keeps people quiet. A worker with no savings can't risk unemployment. A family with debt can't strike. A society drowning in loans can't rebel. Most debt isn't caused by luxury. It's caused by necessity. Americans aren't borrowing to live large. They're borrowing to stand still. Previous generations believed, if you work hard, you'll be fine. That promise is broken. Today, 2 incomes replace 1. Hustle replaces security. Side gigs replace stability. Hard work didn't disappear. Fair reward did. Because the system shifts. This system works perfectly for a few. Financial institutions earn interest forever. Corporations suppress wages to boost profits. Governments inflate away debt. Asset holders grow richer without producing. No villain meetings. No secret room. Just incentives doing what incentives do. The tragedy isn't evil. It's indifference. Money stress changes people. It causes anxiety, depression, family breakdown, and hopelessness. People blame themselves for systemic failure. And that's the final lie. If you're struggling, it's your fault. It's not. There is no easy solution. But awareness matters. Understanding money breaks the illusion. And systems only survive as long as people believe them. America didn't lose $100 trillion. It redirected it. Quietly. Legally. Predictably. If this video made you uncomfortable, that's good. Because comfort is expensive, and someone else is paying for it with your time. The money didn't disappear. It just stopped flowing to you. And once you see that, you stop blaming yourself and start asking better questions. If you believe Americans deserve the truth about money, like, share, and subscribe. Because silence is the most profitable system of all.